Hello everybody, and welcome to the game Prison Architect, the only time you will hear prison and fun in the same sentence. It's kind of nostalgic actually being back in this game because this is the game that was featured as my very first video on YouTube where I made this beautiful prison you can see here. But now, after letting my prison run far too long with only autosaves as a backup, this is the most recent state of said prison. So instead, we are going to be starting this series by starting over with a brand new prison and, just like usual, making it the most beautiful, organized, and efficient it can be. So if you're used to my Factorio gameplay and new to this game, I'd encourage you to stick around because, just like Factorio, we are producing products, but this time, the products are my prisoners, and I am their master. So of course, the first thing with starting a new prison is creating the settings for it. I do plan on going with females for the gender of my prisoners because I do like the added challenge of having to worry about the nurseries and babies that accompany the females. I am going with the most balanced warden because I didn't want to skew anything one way or the other. I just wanted something very in the middle, which is what this guy is. For the guard dog, we're going with the companion, which is a guard's best friend. For the settings, we're actually going to upgrade this to the largest plot of land that we can make, and then we can always buy more land on either side if needed of the main plot. And then as far as the majority of the settings, I'm going with everything that is as challenging as possible. So that means conditions for weather are on, gangs are on, dynamic reputations, the criminally insane are on, events, and also, for some reason, if there's a riot or anything that means I'm losing the prison and it's taken over by the state, the series is done, and that means we are losing the prison in its entirety, whether we like it or not. So I wanted to make this as challenging and interesting as possible, so I think this setup will hopefully do it for me. So let's go ahead and click play. Ah yes, this is the map that I remember from years ago. So we do have trucks already coming in with workers and supplies, and this will help to make the early foundations of a mini prison to allow for the 8 prisoners that are going to be coming in just under 24 hours. So that's actually not a whole lot of time. Thankfully, I do have the speed at the lowest setting right now. But the first thing I want to do is actually find true center of the map that will divide it top and bottom, because as you guys know, I'm a bit OCD and I want to have everything as symmetrical as possible. So I'm going to be using this handy planning feature, which is something that I like to use just so I have an idea of what I'm doing. But honestly, I'm going to be winging it, at least for the very early on aspect. So let's go ahead and click at the furthest point where it selects it as green, and we'll extend it to the other side to get a measurement. And it looks like 158 is the tiles top to bottom, so that means 79 will be true center. So realistically, that means we should have 78 on either side, like that. Another 78 on this side. Perfect. And that leaves 2 tiles in the middle that we can use for things like a prison entrance and things like that. To delineate where true center is, and we can kind of work our way either outside in or inside out from there and maintain, hopefully, symmetry. But with only about 23 hours left to go, we do have to prioritize getting things done as quickly as possible. The first things should be utilities, which I'm going to place, I guess, right here. Like I said, I'm going to be kind of winging this early on. It's been years since I've played the game. I don't really have a true vision in mind of what the end game prison is going to be looking like, but I do have some kind of interesting concepts in mind. But for now, I just want to get something kind of up and running to allow the first 8 prisoners to be coming in. And once we have prisoners coming in, that means we will be having an influx of money coming in, which is what we want to be able to grow our prison. So we do need to place some foundations, because foundations allow us to make a holding cell and a canteen, which will supply our prisoners with food, and a kitchen, And then we also need some staff rooms and stuff like that as well. So we actually have quite a bit to be building. Let's just kind of do a big square for now, I guess. Let's actually, whoops, get used to the controls. And let's move these rooms. So we've got garbage over here delineated to the bottom. Right there. And can I move that to the other side? It looks like I can. Okay, cool. Let's move garbage over here. And we'll move deliveries to the other side. Over here. Let's see, how big is this? This is 7 by 5. Okay, we'll do another 7 by 5. Okay, and then we can get rid of that over there. Our water station there does require power, so we're going to go into the utilities setting and extend some electrical cables just like that. And then from there, we'll kind of branch out the utilities to the places that need them. Okay, so next thing, let's go ahead and do the foundations. Let's just do an even square 8 by 8 for now. Requires an entrance. Okay, I do remember the game being slightly buggy. And I can't quite remember all the specifics of it, but let's go ahead and see if this counts as placing an entrance. I think it does. Okay, good. So you can see the workers are grabbing the nearby supplies, and they're going to go ahead and place down this 8 by 8 facility. From here, we can go ahead and start to plan how we're going to add on more foundations and start delineating rooms and things like that. The power station actually can max out with power very quickly. So to increase its power production, you have to add capacitors around the perimeter. So let's go ahead and just do that very early on. Let's start with 2, because I would hate to have a brownout, which would mean that our prisoners could escape if we don't have power. Okay, so here's my 8 by 8 room. Let's use this maybe as the intake area. Do I have a room for that? Is there a room called intake or something? Gosh, it's just been so long. Reception. Where your prisoners are first taken when they arrive. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so a reception room requires an office desk, table, and a chair. I can do that. Ooh, okay, I like how the game just gave it to me. All right, let's place that here. We'll do a table. Actually, would it be better, like, out of the way? No, let's leave it in the middle here, I think. And let's do... Is the chair for the thingy? I'm not sure. Okay. And right off the bat, I feel like I want to upgrade our reception area already. Okay, so let's do that. And then we're going to need a holding cell. So let's wait for the workers to build this, and then we'll build out a separate holding cell room and some staff rooms as well. Okay, this feels much more spacious now, which I know is probably something I shouldn't be worrying about, but you guys know me. Okay, so let's first, right off the bat, extend the electricity, which is ever so important to power light and to power things like our cameras and anything that requires electricity, to be honest. And then we do need to worry about staff rooms. And then we can actually extend the reception room now to encompass that entire thing. Let's make a holding cell next. And this is a room where new recruits are placed until a cell is found for them. Okay, so how big does that need to be? Let's do 4 by 6. And then one of these, if it's big enough, can be a staff room, and the other can be the holding cell. And we can do the same over here. There we go. Make it as symmetrical as possible. All right, now that that's expanded, let's actually shorten the reception area just a touch on top or bottom. So it'll be a little bit more narrow, but that means we have more room up here without extending any more foundation, because more foundation, of course, means more money spent. So let's do a holding cell, which means we need at least a 5 by 5, and we can see that by hovering over the requirements of the room. Let's see here. Do I have enough for a 5 by 5? If I were to do this. I may not, because I need to think about the fact that the area for the wall takes up 1 tile's worth of space. So let's extend this a little bit more. Actually, let's extend it 1 more that way. And then we'll extend it 1 more upwards and bottom. Again, to maintain the symmetry, but allow for a 5 by 5 amount of space. And just like that, it's been expanded. So can we make that 5 by 5 room yet? The holding cell. Here is 4. No, okay. We've got to extend it. Let's see. If we have the wall here, which is where it's going to be, that is only 3. So I need to extend it actually out by 2 more upwards and bottoms. So let's do there and there. And hopefully that will be good enough. Let's go ahead and prepare for getting a jail cell door in. Let's do a large door for the holding cell, and we'll put it right there. And we'll get the wall ready to go. Actually, let's put in the room first. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, holding cell, holding cell. Okay, so that's where it needs to go. So that means the wall has to go here, I think, right? Yeah. That will allow for 5 here in the middle. And then hopefully a 3 by 6 or whatever that is big enough for one of the staff rooms. In fact, let's take a look at that real quick. So we do need to make a room for, who is it? Staff. A warden, which we have to have. So let's go ahead and plunk him down somewhere. He does require an office. And it doesn't say the requirements, but let's go ahead and demolish the walls down here so we can make an office for him. Let's see, how do I do this? Oh, yes. Okay, let's delete. Actually, we can leave that in. Let's just add a door. Let's add a door for staff. Right here. And then up here at the top to make 2 separate rooms, at least for starters. Come on, people. Work quicker. We only have 15 hours left to prepare everything. We've already gone through 9 hours of our day. All right, rooms are kind of expanded at least. So we can add in the finishing walls over here to make this a holding cell area. The holding cells are nice because you can technically take prisoners in without having the exact specific prisoner cells yet. So that's why I wanted to go with this first. So we'll put in the holding cell room, which again is a 5 by 5, which we now conveniently have. And then hovering over the little hazard thing, it looks like it needs to be enclosed, which we're working on. And it needs to have a toilet and a bench, which I can do. Let's see. We can also give them other things too, but we're not going to be that nice, at least early on. Bench. That's a small bench. Can we do a large bench? We could. Let's do a small bench, though. Because, no! It doesn't look symmetrical. It's not an odd number. It's going to look odd. Okay, that's okay. We'll just put that there, and we'll put a toilet here, right in the middle for everyone to see their business. Okay, the workers will put all of that in for me. Is this room here big enough for my warden guy? Ooh, you can make a gymnasium now. That's cool. And all of these padded things. There's so many new features I'm looking forward to. Okay, let's see. Office. Minimum size needs to be a 4 by 4. What? Okay, so that means we need to extend the office, which will mean there's a little kind of recessed entrance, but that is fine because early on we're just looking to make money. Doesn't have to be beautiful yet. It doesn't have to be efficient yet. It just has to get the job done. And in just under 13 hours left to go. While the workers are working on expanding the offices, let's go ahead and add in the newly toileted utilities that are required. So now that we have the toilet installed, we need to worry about getting water over there. So let's just run a large pump. Actually, I like to kind of travel along the walls for that. And we'll travel along just the middle there for the power. And then once we have kind of our big artery of large pipe, so to speak, we will therefore get a branch off of the larger pipe into a smaller pipe, just like capillaries from the arteries going into the toilet there. And just like that, we've got enough room for our office, but we are needing an office desk, chair, and a filing cabinet. Sure thing. So let's grab that desk first. We'll put it here right in the middle. We'll grab that chair. And then the filing cabinet is right here. There we go. That should be everything we need for our warden guy. And then we'll add in a couple more walls down here as well to make another couple offices for the other things we'll need. As far as the other staff, we'll definitely need a psychiatrist, especially because we're going to be having some insane inmates, at least at some point. We're definitely going to need some guards. In fact, let's go ahead and place down 2 guards for now. We're going to need a cook. Okay. Maybe we can add in a tiny little kitchen to at least supply the holding cell for starters. Let's add in a couple more walls just here. And then we've got to do these things too. Okay, so read the CEO's letter. We're going to do this. Gives us some tips. Get your kitchen and canteen up and running before the first prisoners show up, and be sure to hire some cooks. Okay, good thing that reminded me to do that, because I was only planning on having a kitchen, but I suppose I do need a canteen. Alright, I guess we can make something off of the side here that makes some sort of kitchen or canteen setup. This will be another office though. What office? I'm not sure. Accept your first grant. Let's take a look at that. How do I do that again? Oh, reports. Ah, yes. Okay. So this actually tells you like how much of what you have. So staff, we can see here. Prisoners, we don't have any yet, but it will tell us what we have. Transfers, intake. So this is set to give me all prisoners that are available. So in this case, it's so far just 8, but that number should increase. But yeah, this is a good way to kind of look at what's going on with your prison. Eventually, we can actually change the routine of all of the prisoners, which we will edit here at some point. Grants. Okay, so this is how we can kind of temporarily, short-term, get some more money. Maybe administrative center. We need to build 2 offices, hire a warden, unlock the finance through bureaucracy, and hire an accountant. Okay, let's do this first because we can have the second office be an accountant. And that is one of the first objectives ticked off our list right there. We'll make this one another office. We'll add in another, filing desk. We'll add in another desk, just like so, and another chair. And we're having it be completely, perfectly mirrored from the warden's office. And then where's that accountant? Crap, how do I unlock the accountant? Oh, yes, okay, the bureaucracy. Things are slowly coming back to me. Okay, so we have our warden, but it costs $500 to unlock finance, which is what we need to unlock the account to keep the grant. So we're doing that. It takes 6 hours for her to kind of pop up and come to life and join the prison. Oh, crap. We do need security, though, definitely. We need to do that. It's a necessary evil. In fact, do I have any guards yet? No. Let's go ahead and place at least 1. And then that will become the accountant's office. And then because I am running out of time with less than 10 hours left, let's see if we can make this the teeny tiniest little canteen and kitchen you've ever seen. Okay, so rooms. Let's look and see how much space a kitchen and a canteen requires. Canteen requires, ooh, it does not say. Kitchen requires, does not say. All right, let's, can we make it like tiny? And make it just like that small? I guess we're gonna find out. In fact, looks like we need to extend the reception a little bit. Where is that reception? Okay. Right there. Actually, no, let's cancel that. Cancel the reception. We're gonna, in fact, I think also delete these walls for now. We're just not gonna have walls right there. I don't feel like there's any point in putting a jail cell into the kitchen / canteen area. So we'll just leave that open. Eventually we can always add in, what you call them, metal detectors or something like that. But for the kitchen, we're going to need a cooker, which we can add right there. We're going to need a fridge right there, and then we're going to need a sink. Just slightly big. Can I put it like that? Let's see. I wonder if they can reach that, so we need to put the fridge like that. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to access everything, but we'll try it out. There's the cook, and then the canteen. Crap, canteen requires what? Serving table. And this is in alphabetical order, and yet I still cannot find you. Serving table. Serving table right here. Whoa, that is large. Looks like I am not going to be able to... Unless, can I fit a bench and a table? How big is a bench and a table? Oh, no. Okay. Definitely not big enough. Alright, so... Looks like I'm going to have to make my prison uneven, which is just horrible. But that's okay. Let's extend it out like 3 more tiles, including the wall for now. We'll make a separate little room over here, maybe for the guards or something, because they will need somewhere to rest eventually. And then we'll rip these up and replace them. But we only have 8 more hours to go. So let's dismantle this, and dismantle the fridge, and we'll move it once the other foundations are placed. But my staff has really got to hurry. Okay, walls have been demolished. We've got more walls and foundations going in. Let's replace stuff. So brick walls, we're going to extend right there. No delineation of rooms, at least so far, between the kitchen and the canteen. We'll all have it just kind of be one shared room, so to speak. We'll move the kitchen, though. So kitchen will be right there, and we'll put the canteen towards the middle as well. Canteen goes right there. All right, awesome. So let's put back in the supplies we just took out. Cooker. No, let's do serving table first. Serving table, fits just perfectly right there. I think we'll end up adding in some more walls and demolishing others just to make it a little bit more making sense with the traffic of the rooms. We could do, I guess, a staff door into the kitchen if we wanted to. But we also need, what did you call it? The sink, which we'll keep right there. We'll put the cooker right there. We'll do... Can we do another one, like, right there? I don't know. And then let's do a fridge and a fridge. I do remember that you kind of have to stagger a lot when it comes to this. We'll get a bin, because I know you have to have a bin. Or at least it's advised that you have a bin. Oh, and I need to let you guys in. And then we'll demolish these walls here. And I know it's beginning to get unsymmetrical, but that will be okay for right now. Oh my gosh, we have less than 6 hours to go. We've got to power this stuff. We've got to add water in here. We've got to add in a table. Can we do a small table? Oh, we can apparently do a small table. Or is there any advantage to doing a big table? I don't know. Okay, Let's just do, I think, maybe 2 small tables or something like that. And can we do a small bench? We can. We can. Hopefully that means everyone has access to everything. I can't remember how particular this game is about that type of thing. But let's extend out the power. Join that up there. So, oh crap, we need to fix this now. Okay, let's add in the walls back for the holding cell. We definitely didn't want to get rid of that. This, I think, can fit, like a staff room. Oh crap, it needs to be 4x4? Okay. We could maybe fit a small staff room right here, but then there would be no, like, hallway to get anywhere else. What to do? I think we should probably leave this open by now, or for now. We can always add even more foundations, like so, to extend out and make more room for more rooms, so to speak. Okay, just under 5 more hours to go before our first set of inmates comes in. I think this is slowly becoming a working prison, but we'll see. Do I have a cook yet? No. Let's add him in there, or her. Looks like it's a her. Our water's slowly getting in, added. How is power doing? Power is okay. I already have 3 capacitors there for additional power. The deliveries and garbage is getting left over here just like I wanted. Okay. I'm not feeling too horrible yet. Oh, crap. Okay. That foundation ended up a little bit more uneven than I planned. That is okay. I think we'll just make this an even square like that. We're slowly growing the prison. It's still not what I end game want it to be. In fact, I don't really have an end game. I just have a small vision in mind, like I was mentioning. Ooh, but we can go ahead and hire that accountant now. How do I do that again? Okay, it's approved. So let's hire that accountant. We can put her in her own little office there. And so I'm not really sure what she does. Let's see. Let's go back to that little tree here. So from the finance tree, we can unlock extra things like extra grants and loans and tax relief and stuff like that. So that will become important. We also have other things we can unlock. Like I've already clicked to have security unlocked because it's very important to have the prisoners that can work well. This looks awful, but hopefully my workers will fix that here very soon. And we are T-minus 3 hours, 20 minutes until our first prisoners arrive. Let's keep getting ready. Oh, and looks like I have 2 cooks here. I don't need 2 cooks right off the bat, I don't think. Let's sack one of them because I definitely cannot afford 2 cooks. In fact, right now, if my prison were to stay like this, I only have a net income of $280. So I am spending way too much more than I'm coming in, which makes sense given it's still the first 24 hours. But we do have to be mindful about our cash flow. All right, extra foundations placed yet again. Why does this say there are no canteens accessible by this cell? Prisoners in the cell will have nowhere to eat. Oh, is it because it's missing like one little wall here? Let's see. Hopefully that's why. Add in that little wall there. Hopefully that does the trick. But now we should have plenty of room to make this a staff room if we want to, or we can branch out and make it a hallway, like going top to bottom, or we can do all sorts of things with it. I think for now, just for the health of my prison, I definitely want to keep all of my staff healthy and happy, which means we should make this a staff room for them. In fact, we're going to make it an extra nice staff room because I don't want to worry about having an odd, like 1 tile wide bit of room. So we're going to make this whole thing their staff room for now. And then once we know what we want to do to expand after the first prisoners come, we can edit things later. So that's one nice thing about Prison Architect, just like Factorio. You can always demolish stuff and do things differently over again, demolish things. Rooms. This will be a staff room, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Staff room. Wow, we're giving them a luxurious 6x5 staff room. This poor worker is stuck in there, though. Let's give him a door to leave out of. Right here, let's go ahead and just put it right there. And then we need to add in the lights as well. We'll extend this down again. And there, should cover the lights. So staff room also requires a wide sofa or a wooden stool and a drink machine. Okay, wide sofa. Does that count as a drink machine? Let's find out. Let's put that right there. And where is the sofa? Guard pavilion? Oh my gosh. So many cool new things. All right, where is the sofa and why can I not find it? Oh, wide sofa. There we go. All right, sofa going in. I think this will work as the drink machine. We'll see in just a second, but we just have just over an hour until our first inmates come. Hopefully we'll be as prepared as we can be. Ah, cool. I already have our first staff worker on a break in here, already enjoying the staff room. That will help to replenish him, make him less tired and able to function more appropriately. Oh no, the coffee machine does not count as the drink machine. Okay, let's see if we can put that in real quick here if I could find it, but we only have like half an hour left before the inmates come. Now we're down to actually 22 minutes. So I think this is the perfect spot to end episode 1 of Prison Architect. Hopefully you guys will stick around for episode 2, and I'll see you guys in 14 Prison Architect minutes when the prisoners arrive.